Lexi?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Very nice. So very nice to see you again.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's
Yeah.
been about 6 years, I think.
Is that how long it's been?
2019.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or 5-6 years.
Pre me having any kids.
Yeah.
You know, so where I could just casually rock up to the gym and see you at 6 a.m.
How time flies. But
Wow.
how have you been?
I've been well, still, have the odd PT. So,
Yeah, so
for anyone watching, how do we know each other, Lexi?
I used to PT you.
yeah, that was great fun.
I used to make you just lift really heavy weights.
So I'm into it, right?
Yeah, I think you still are.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
And that changed everything.
It just sort of, I think everyone's lives just fast forwarded by 5 years. Decisions you had to
it
make.
really did. I felt like we all got to a point where we questioned everything in our life, didn't we? In our lives, and what was really important.
Yeah. So where did you go with that? What happened?
Well, for me, I was very lucky because all my clients followed me online.
Yeah.
So I was so. Thank you, everyone. But actually, the most important thing for all of us, I think we realised health is the most important thing than anything else.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's so true.
Health is the real wealth.
Yeah. I mean, actually, if there was ever a stark awakening, it was COVID. To say that.
Absolutely. That's a great way to call it, actually. And it was an awakening, wasn't it?
No, truly.
We all made so many big decisions.
So you then went from being a PT in some very cool gyms to then pivoting to full-time, personal training on your own?
Yeah. So I was kind of thrown in at the deep end. I had to leave the gym that I was in because of the circumstances, and I had to just fend for myself.
Wow.
But in the end, it was a blessing.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love what I'm doing now. So I'm completely self-employed.
Yeah.
And I have my clients.
Yeah.
And I absolutely just love seeing them and helping them to become sort of better versions of themselves.
So explain to me how the yoga connection comes in, because when we were training together, as you said, you were just nailing the heavy weights, and that massive box, whatever the heck that was, that you used to put plates on. Thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome.
So where does the yoga connect come in?
Well, I still lift weights.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have a combination of the two. And what I mean by lifting weights, what I actually mean by that is resistance training. But yoga is so important for so many things.
Yeah.
General flexibility, mobility. It can help speed up recovery after a workout.
Yeah.
But in general, as we get older and as we age, it's very normal for our bodies to tighten, to get stiffer. We have a connective tissue around our muscles. You might know about that. It's called fascia.
Yeah.
And if we don't move, if we do not stretch, it hardens over time and becomes super solid.
Right.
So what we do when we stretch is we're breaking it up.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us more nimble, No, that's really great. And it's so interesting because actually you sort of feel like tighter. I was doing some weights last night and I just feel stiffer today.
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to hitting the mats with you in a second. So.
And if anything, it's not just physical, it's also mental.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about this a lot, but I used to suffer from extreme anxiety.
Really? I didn't know that.
And low self-esteem, low confidence, all of it.
Wow.
And that's what really led me to yoga.
Gosh, and you started yoga when you were about 16?
Yeah, actually younger.
Yeah, really? Okay.
About 12.
Whoa, okay.
Just as I was becoming a teenager.
Yeah.
And I went to an all-girls school, a very competitive environment. I think that's time of life is quite challenging anyway for girls and boys.
Yeah. Especially in an all-girls school.
Everything's changing,
Yeah.
There was a lot of stress at school, and it helped me to get through it.
But and who introduced you to yoga?
So I'd have to say my mom.
Yeah.
She also teaches. She's great. She's really, really
I've
great.
seen the pictures.
She looks a lot younger than her age.
Yeah.
And my grandmother also.
Wow, your grandmother as well.
Yeah. From as long as I can remember, she was always stretching.
Oh my goodness.
She would prefer to sit down on the floor than on the sofa.
That's so
She'll be
interesting.
sat there with her legs apart.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and how old is your grandmother?
She's just turned 86.
Wow.
She's great. She's a real inspiration for me.
No, it's really interesting. My dad's uncle, my grandfather's brother, he used to live in Canada. He's passed away a couple of years ago. But when I think of you, I often think of him, and because he was a yogi. And he was actually headmaster at a school, but he was a yogi.
Okay.
And last time I saw him, he was in his early 90s, very kind of with it, mobile, had a walking stick, didn't use it all the time. But you know, he'd be able to got me and my cousins together and said, right, can you guys follow this? And he did a routine which we could not follow.
You see?
Sort of lifting himself up. It was amazing. He said that my aspiration is to die past 100, and he got to about 96, I think.
Wow.
And he sort of accredited a lot of that to yoga and just living well.
Definitely something to it.
Wow.
If you look at some of these lifelong yogis,
Yeah.
some of the older ones can do a lot more than what we can do.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what's your mission? Like, what are you're doing loads of this. What is it?
Hopefully, I will be able to teach up until my 80s and 90s, until my last day.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be as fit as possible for as long as possible.
And I've got to say thank you, because you're really passing it on to others as well. You know, I can totally see that with everything you put out there. I mean, it's really one of the reasons I wanted to reconnect and do all of this stuff with you in the Walfinch Wellness program was because I can totally see what you're up to. You know, I can totally see that you're interested in people aging well.
That means a lot, thank you. I feel like we should look after our elders and ourselves. And let's just keep going. Let's spread the word.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure.
See you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit the mats, right?
Yeah, let's get going.